He'll bring it out. It's Vincent. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floating away. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Got a man. It's Vincent. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. 1st and 10. They're down to the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive, well.
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide in. Don't take a big shot.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. He'll keep it himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So now on comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Vincent. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's caught. It's Vincent. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Quarterback now breaking the field. He makes the catch.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He wants to change this route. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Let's go! Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Off the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. Crosses the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Sets up the screen. Inside the 40. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Georgia Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the ATL for some time. They're up 14 over Boston College. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Creates a little space. Inside the 35. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy that you can give the ball that can make such big plays? It makes play calling fun. It makes offense fun. Everything's built off of this, but when you can block it up front and give the ball to a speedster that can fly down the field, offense is a heck of a lot of fun.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Powers forward. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Miami! Fitted in the window for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On target to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to...
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Fires downfield. Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Etienne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out fast. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
They'll test the right side. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Running to Green. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He stopped again, and they tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had zero success. It's fourth down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards.
Oh, a lot of space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, he keeps making more of those. Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. This guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Finds his tight end inside the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Got his man on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Complete. Off and running. He's at the touchdown Hurricane. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. On target over the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. The sweet feet buy a little time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The short hands. It's Vincent. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give to the back. Got a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. got his man downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Moving out of the pocket. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Coming out with it, it's Vincent. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front.
All bottled up. Loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Off play action on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, better look out. Lots of running room. At the 30. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Vincent. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough today.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Headed to the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. He's loose. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, baby.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College